Hey guys, it's me again, Ron Williams. Welcome back to the Ron Williams YouTube channel for champions. We're slowly moving into champion life because you are champions. And guess what? Ron Williams YouTube channel, it's not about me. Really, it is about you. So we're changing the channel to RW Champions. RW Champions or RW Champion Life. We want you to live that champion life. So last week we talked about these three exercises: leg press, leg extensions, leg curls. Today we're going to go over stiff leg deadlifts. Now, as we go through these, there's a specific way to do the stiff leg deadlifts. It's not just bending over, standing up. And I'm going to go through that with you. Then side steps, it's another one. Last but not least, calves. So as we go through these three exercises today, I want you to make sure that you get a good understanding of the small things, the small details that I'm telling you, because they are the things that made the most difference for me. So I want to just share those things with you. So let's go do it. Okay, guys, I talked to you a little bit about the stiff leg deadlifts. And there's some very minute things that I want you to concentrate on. And these small things makes the biggest difference. And that's this. As you're going through the motion, you're forcing your glutes towards the ceiling. You're not really bending your knees, but you have soft knees. So I'm going to pick the weights up first. Now I have soft knees right here, not locked out, but soft. Concentrating on forcing my glutes towards the ceiling. And I can only go down so far before I get a full stretch. Now, if I want to extend all the way and touch the floor, I can. But because I'm forcing my glutes toward the ceiling, keeping my chest up, that's a full stretch there. Now, from this position, I'm squeezing my glutes, pulling my hamstrings together, and I'm coming all the way up. Make sure, not hyperextending, but to this position where I still have stress on the muscles that I'm using. So I'm going all the way down, all the way up without locking out, all the way down. It's like one movement. All the way down, squeeze, all the way down. Now, the important thing with that, two things. If I bend all the way over and arch all the way up, bend all the way over, I'm putting my body in a poor position to work my lumbar. I can wear those discs out. Or I can keep my lumbar tight and strengthen the erectors rather than continuing to rub those discs and the vertebrae together by stretching and pulling in this standing position, especially if your knees are locked out. I'm concentrating on keeping my chest up and stretching, but my erectors are engaged in that movement, forcing my glutes toward the ceiling, and that forces a stretch on the hamstrings. On the way up, squeezing at the very top of the hamstring here, getting pressure coming in so that I'm getting a complete contraction, and squeeze from that area all the way up. That'll separate, define, and build those hamstrings, along with the leg curls. So that's how you do the stiff leg deadlifts. Let's move to the next exercise. Okay, guys, here we go with using the resistance bands for side steps. Important thing with side steps is this. You want to make sure as you're stepping across, you're not reaching with your ankles. If you do, you'll see the knee is leaning in towards the other leg or the other foot. That puts pressure on the joint. You want to concentrate, instead of reaching with your ankles, pulling your glutes open and forcing the knee away from the body. So you're going to feel the pressure right here on the knee itself. So to get started, instead of starting here, I'm going to start with my feet together, make sure I've got plenty of resistance, and I'm going to separate my knees in this position. See that? So the knees are separated. So when I move, it's this, and it's not this. So I'm putting pressure on the knees going out. Now I'm pulling my legs apart from my glutes, pulling with my glutes. So it looks like this. They're starting to burn already, guys. But you want to do 10 reps on each side, which equals 20 repetitions total, but 10 on each side. So when I say 4 sets of 10, that's what we're doing. 4 sets of 10 on each leg. Oof. And you should start to feel those glutes burn if you're doing it correctly. So that's how you do the side steps. We're going to move straight into the calves. Let's go make this happen. Okay, guys, the only time you'll use this machine with your feet down low is when you're working your calves. So I'm going to show you how to work your calves on this leg press machine. So first thing I want to do is get the seat back far enough so I don't have to do a leg press, a complete leg press, to get this movement started. So there we go. So I'm in starting position. One thing I want you to know about the calves is it is a very tough muscle group to work and to cause to develop or to grow. So we want to do some of the things that we don't do commonly. What we don't do commonly is get a full stretch. Ooh. As we're walking, we never fully stretch our calves. And we never get a full extension or contraction. So those are the two areas you really want to concentrate on. It's not how much weight you have, but how much weight you can use and still get a full stretch and a full contraction. The idea here is not just to get a contraction, but to rotate in towards the big toe, because that's where the peak contraction comes in. You'll notice that most people, when they extend their feet and during the calf raise, they move out towards the baby toe. That actually relaxes the calf. But when you move in towards the big toe, you get a better contraction. So full stretch, peak contraction. Full stretch, peak contraction. That's how you want to work those calves, guys. Listen, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, tell me why. The other thing I want you to do is stay tuned as we make this transition to your champion life. As I said, it's not about me, it really is about you. And I'm going to show you some of the people that we're currently working with and some of the people that we have worked with, some of the results that they've gotten just by following the instruction. And I'm going to show you something else about how working closely with the coach really makes a difference. God bless you. Till next time, Coach out.